Hey everybody, I'm Carrie and today I'm back with another collective reading, and this time it's going to be for the Starseeds. I love doing these kinds of messages for Starseeds or for people who just resonate with that term. I don't know, it just brings me joy, and the types of messages are always just interesting. They're different, they're interesting, the energy feels completely different. Sometimes even it's hard for me to ground the messages, but I just love to do them anyway. Okay, so thank you so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you so much for even just watching this video. And if you're a Starseed, let's see what messages we have for you. Let's just start off with one card. See if we can just get one card, like an overall energy. Oh, that's not one. Just to get the overall energy of the reading. Yes, we succeeded. Okay, I am sorry. Defenselessness, righting my wrongs, uprooting. Just gonna take a look at this card. It's beautiful. Because you see the two people kneeling, and then underground there's two people under there. Also there's some roots that are coming. It's like these roots correspond to this. I'm not sure what that is. It's like the roots also, but they're sky roots. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Okay. What do you have to say about I'm sorry? Let's get some clarifying cards. Oh, wow. Woo. All right. We've got I'm sorry clarified by these. Oh, wow. Mystery card. That was fun. Oh, the colors are just so gorgeous. I just want to look at the colors. But the yellow especially is popping out. I don't know if they're coming through so well on the camera, but these cards are gorgeous. It's this deck, the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. And the first card that came out after, of course, the first one was the Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. And I am feeling called to read that one. The Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Golden children, in parentheses, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering it and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative project, or creative idea project, or a new beginning. Let's see. To remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. Oh, and the question, Starseed Soul Inquiry is, how can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? Oh, it's making sense now to see I'm sorry, and then Golden Children being the first card that pops out. Honestly, I feel like this message is for you if you feel like you resonate with the words that I just said about being a golden child, the things I just read about being a golden child. And the thing that really, really popped out for me was that last sentence I was reading. Everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. It's talking about hardening and being tender. It's kind of making me think of a steak. But if you resonate with being a golden child and you don't feel like this world has treated you, you know, in the way that you can best survive and thrive, like in the way that basically sets you up for the best life that you can possibly live, sometimes we tend to harden. Like I think about the egg analogy, the boiling of the egg and the boiling of the potato, I think. One, when it's boiled, it's soft. One, when it's boiled, it's hard. And as a golden child, if you're already very, very soft and you're put into these like positions that just kind of, I mean, you go through all these rough things, and people on earth don't always treat you kindly, no matter who you are. But if you're already sensitive, and especially if I mean, you've gone through like some trauma, especially as a child, I really feel like this message is for you. They're saying, I'm sorry. And I don't even feel like they're apologizing because it's their fault. They're apologizing because this is the situation. Like, this is where you are. And maybe you just need to hear that. Because it just kind of feels like this is a part of life. If you are going to be very sensitive and very tender, then things here that are on earth, things that are normal here on earth can just be devastating to you. I mean, right now there's a war going on. There's killing. Like, they talk about it all the time on the news like it's nothing. And as a sensitive person, I'm like, can we not? Like, this is a big deal. You guys are just saying the words like it's just words, but these are people, like real people that we're talking about. And as a sensitive person, it can just really hit hard and hurt to hear that people are killing each other. And I just feel like this, I'm sorry, is like, it's not even apologizing for you having to go through this. It's just saying, I know. Like, I'm just getting that sense of like, I know how this feels for you. And it's not comfortable probably. But this is just a part of it. It's a part of what you have agreed to come here to do and to feel and to understand. And it just is. And then we have loosen your grip, star bathing, lifting the veil, water your garden. Because this loosen your grip card, the words underneath it says coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. If you're going through a hard time right now, it's saying like you don't have to have everything all together. You don't have to be in control. You don't have to you don't have to fix it and make everything better. You don't have to you don't even have to walk around like everything's fine. Like, that's not what you have to do. You don't have to compensate or overcompensate. You don't have to be the joy in the room when it's dark. You don't have to do none of that. Especially because I'm seeing this addiction card. It's interesting because I'm not even feeling drugs. It could even be that you are the drug for others. Like, if you resonate as being a golden child, you could be like the light that when you walk into the room, everything is bright. But that can be very draining, especially when people around you are not taking care of their energy well. But it can be addictive for you to be that light for everybody. It can be fun and addictive because it's like, yeah, look at me. I'm positively affecting the ones around me. But sometimes you can like lose sight of yourself. And that's what I see when I look at this picture and I see this lady tumbling down. It's like she's trying to build everybody up around her and she herself is taking a fall. That's one interpretation of this, but this can also be like certain things are affecting you. Like the energy around you, you're being affected by it and your vibration is just falling to the ground. But again, you don't have to take on the energy of those around you. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to make everything better. It's not your job. Not at all. Just because your energy, can be that for others doesn't mean it has to be. And just make sure you know, like, when you need to step back and share less and do less for others. And just, take care of yourself. And then we have star bathing, light body crystal grid transmission activation. This to me is the solution to, like, if you're feeling drained right now, if you're feeling like sad, if you're feeling like you're going towards addictions, or if you're feeling like you have to like fix everything or triggered right now, this is the solution. Star bathing. It says light body crystal grid transmission activation. This is all about like returning to source, returning to the pure energy, returning to what feels like home for you. For me, this star bathing type of energy would literally be going like to the ocean. I love going to the ocean when I'm feeling down. It kind of just washes away everything for me. Even if I can't get in, if I sit very close to it, because sometimes there's brown water or sometimes it's just like too cold. If I sit close to it, I still feel that same energy and I just let it wash over me. It's like a cleansing energy. For some people, star bathing is literally getting out underneath the stars. Like if you really, really resonate with the stars and staring at the stars and allowing, that energy to like penetrate, permeate you. Also, meditation could be another form of star bathing for you. Meditating, if you listen to certain frequencies, if you even do like guided meditations that just kind of help you release the worries of the world and remember who you are and what your place is and, the things that you care about, what's important to you, what your energy feels like, and forgetting everybody else's stuff, letting that go and releasing it. So me, it is for me, just looking at this card, this is the solution. And then we have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. This card is so beautiful. Look at these colors. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's kind of like a watercolor painting, but it looks like this is a big old sun that's coming up. So imagine if these curtains were closed and you couldn't see that big old sun. Honestly, this card is reminding me of like seeking the truth, like the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Right now, it might be like really messed up things going on in the world, but understanding like the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? And that is something that you and your higher power can answer. Like understanding what's going on in the world and how, that fits into the grand scheme of things. Only you and your higher power can answer that question. But really sitting and meditating and trying to understand instead of like, I'm going to be sad and depressed all the time. I'm going to think really bad thoughts about what's happening. No, I'm going to actually go to my higher power and ask, like, help me understand this. Why is this something that can be happening right now? Give me the bigger picture. Help me understand. And then water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. This card is gorgeous too. Underneath the moonlight, underneath the stars. Imagine if you could take a bath like this. But in my mind, it would be super warm because I like really warm baths. But I see this being self-care. Really taking care of yourself, nourishing yourself, giving yourself that extra time that you might need right now, especially if you're one who tends to take on the energy of others around you. You're gonna need to like pour into yourself even more so you can have like an even bigger threshold. Imagine like filling up your piggy bank so that not only can you pay your bills, but you have a little bit extra too if you have to help somebody else out, let's say. And not even saying that you have to help anybody else, but having that buffer there when you're out and about and there's a lot of negative energy, having that buffer there is great. It can be very helpful. So it's not like pulling on you too hard. And if it is pulling on you so that your cup is already full, it's overflowing so that you have some to spare. So this reading to me is just basically talking about what may be going on in the world right now. Whenever you're listening to this, it doesn't even have to be, right now in 2024. It could be something else that's happening. And you might be feeling that very, very strongly. And there could be a tendency for you to like let it sweep over you and take you over. But in this reading, it's basically saying don't allow those things to take you over and sweep you over. Don't allow like things that people are saying, negative things, whether or not you know them or not, whether it's like on TV, on the news, or if it's people like friends of yours or whatever, like, oh my gosh, the world today and everything's bad and can you believe? And like, don't allow that to be your truth. Really, really and truly seek your truth and know that this is a one moment in time. But what is the real truth overall, and what do you actually believe about the world? What do you believe to be true? Like when it comes to like the great war of good and evil. Do you even believe that's like a war of good and evil? Like, do you even believe that? What do you believe that you were here on this planet for? Like, zoom out for the bigger picture and see what's truly going on. It could be a setup for something greater. You never know. But really asking yourself what the truth is and not just allowing yourself to be like taken with the tide of the negative energy and the things that people say and the even feeling the things that you're feeling around you, like the sadness and depression and all that. Don't allow that to affect you. Remember that you have sources where you can power up and energize yourself through prayer, meditation, being in nature, whatever, watching things that make you happy, watching cat videos. I love watching cat videos. There's other sources. You don't have to just sit in it. And just remember to always seek the higher power, the higher truth. And that's, to me, what I'm seeing from this root here. I was talking about the root. Let me see if I can get my light. You see the root underground, but it's also going above as well. And I don't know if you've ever done that meditation where you ground yourself, but you also reach up into the heavens. But that could be one that could be helpful for you right now. I'm sure on YouTube there's many guided meditations that can help you do that. But it really kind of like grounds you and helps you, like, I don't know, be centered. Okay, Starseeds, that is your message. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one.